Dude, did you see this?
I did because I tweeted about it also. Bert Kreischer on his podcast, was it two bears, one cave?
Them and the fucking, what's the other one? Oh, the bus boys. Not the bus boys. God damn it. Type in Barstool Sports bus podcast in Nashville.
Bus podcast?
We actually talked about these guys. Bussin' with the boys. Barstool Sports. You know these guys.
I do? I don't know, man.
Oh no, it was me and Brendan Schaub. Type in Bussin' with the boys. They both play football for the Titans. They sent me some merch, and I thought that it was from Dave Portnoy, and it got stolen. The girls took it immediately. Girls take anything they get sent to the house. It's cool. The girls
Will Compton and Taylor Lewin. Okay.
Yeah. And their fucking podcast is awesome.
Phenomenal podcast. Love them. Love Bert Kreischer's special on Netflix. He goes into the wilderness and just does a bunch of crazy shit. Does a coffee enema, which I still am going to try.
Is that where you got that from?
No, Talon actually brought it up to me.
Okay.
Good for antioxidants.
You should have said yeah, then
but
I'm sure
also
he's more hyped to come on.
Yeah, no, Bert is always welcome on this podcast. But I love their comedy. I love what they do. And then when you see it's kind of crazy when you start a podcast and you start to get like, these dudes are in LA talking about us. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of cool. I'm just appreciative of that. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice little deal. I like those guys. I don't know them personally, but I like what they do. I always have a soft spot for stand-up comedians because I feel like that's a super hard gig to get on stage.
Coming up with stuff, putting your jokes out there to get laughed at or nothing at all, and then you got to
imagine getting nothing at all. Imagine
the internal battle that would probably be going on. Like, all right, I got to pivot. I got to reach for that. I got to go with this joke.
What's the next one? Like the movie The Joker, when he tells those, like, imagine being in that situation. Yeah. Imagine being somebody in the stands and just watching somebody bomb on stage.
And then they go to like an old joke that used to hit, and they're like, oh, now they're doing their old material.
Yeah. I heard this one before.
Yeah.
And then some guy yells, heard it! And you're like, fuck, dude.
Oh my God.
And now you're in just hell. That'd be hell for me.
Yeah.
God, that'd be tough.
That would be tough. Hey, shout out, what is it? Two bears, one cave. We're not going to butcher the name. He called us bus boys. It's
I kind of like that he called the bus boys.
He's like,
go to Barstool and look up the bus boys.
It is dope that it, like, what they were talking about.
What does he like about us? I like. They were talking about to get into depth. I want to know what he likes.
Yeah, Alex. What were they talking about in that conversation? Because it was something about Pat McAfee, right?
Yeah, they were talking about how awesome it is to see dudes doing stuff independently and everything like that. And then they asked, how much would you sell your podcast for if a network approached you and said, "How we want to buy everything, we want to take over some control." And Tom said, $35 million a year.
$35 million a year.
Yes.
To be like controlled by like a
big network, like a CBS,
like an HBO or a Netflix
Central.
Or something.
Yeah. And he was asking, what would you guys do? What would McAfee do? He was kind of putting the question out there.
I think it would just be ridiculous for us to say $35 million a year because we're not.
200,000 a year.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Exactly.
You just start saying, I think it's ridiculous. 200,000 a year.
200,000. That'd be definitely it. I think it's hard for us to say we're at a totally different level than those guys are that Pat McAfee is right now. So it's like hard for us to even say, like, you like to think. I don't like having other people have creative control of what we're doing at all because that's what makes us unique. That's what makes us be able to say the ridiculous things we get to say.
Yeah, like, what the fuck we just talked about.
Yeah, we're not going to bring it back up. So I'm not sure how many average we have today. Yeah. I'm not sure. But I'm saying, like, if we were Showtime, and we're talking about, the stuff we talked about.
Yeah.
Rewind it if you want to hear it. Like, they would make us take that out.
And they'd probably make us button up. Hey, let's not do this. Or, hey, we should probably go this direction.
I don't know what our number wouldn't be high enough right now because no one would pay us that money. You know
they would.
$35 million a year. People pay us $35 million a year.
Probably. There's probably people out there lurking.
You think there's a person out there?
We have billions of people that tune in.
I think it was like 50 billion last time. Yeah, we have so many people that tune into this podcast.
No, that is a good question. I think Taylor fucking killed it because that is what makes us like unique. That's like what the beautiful thing about this pod is. Like,
but
the boys. This whole thing just came from our brains. Yeah. All of our brains collectively, everybody's brain, but
mostly me and Will's brain. And we need you guys to really know that. We'll give you guys like 3%.
Bloss said something earlier too. Homegrown and home owned, dude. That's what we are, bro.
Yeah. Sounds like a marijuana company.
Homegrown and home owned. Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of tight. Yeah. We should start doing weed now. Should we start selling
we get to say, you get to kind of say whatever you want to do.
And Blasi can arrest us.
We get to have players on. We get to have locker room talk.
Just coming at you too hard, this pod, dude.
We get to have conversations that don't necessarily get to happen on commercialized or network owned shows.
But
I think that's also why we partnered too with Barstool, because we were able to continue to do whatever we want to do, and they just want to pour gasoline on whatever we do.
one thing, just a quick pivot on that though is if somebody offered us $35 million a year, we'd probably censor ourselves.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Like the number's not there for us now because no one would pay us that. But if somebody would pay us $35 million a year, yeah.
Hey, look, just
I'd
do
stop
everything
saying
we just said for $35 million a year.
Yeah. Everything we said would cancel out immediately.
But I want to say
$35 million a year.
Tom said he wouldn't do it, right?
No, Tom said 35.
Tom said 35. Bert said he wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Bert said he wouldn't want to sell it because
Yeah,
you get the. Everybody's like, oh, how's it going? It's like, oh, it's going good. Like, what if somebody wanted to offer this? Is like, I mean, what we have going on right now is good. So
yeah, and Tom said 35 mil because he was like, you're going to take away my happiness. Like, this makes me happy doing this thing in the first place.
Yeah.
So it's got to be 35 mil because now I don't even like to do this anymore.
Happiness can always be bought though.
Yeah.
35 million is probably my number. I don't.
That's a good number. Like, I would probably settle for 20.
No question.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like we're
20
just
a year?
we're just hearing 35.
10-10?
Yeah.
Well, I guess 9-9 with the overhead. These guys will probably start money grabbing.
You know Alex would.
Yeah, you know when the check comes, alligator arms. But as
You
soon
know
as fucking well,
Yeah.
Alex for sure.
No
I think Alex
question.
runs like 17 podcasts now. You know what I'm saying?
He's building it, dude.
He is building.
Hey, I'm stoked for you, bro.
happy for you.
You've got the catapult. I'm not gonna say us, but you have the resume builder to be like, yo, here's what we fucking do.
We're not going to say exactly what we did. We'll just say you're welcome,
Yeah.
and we're happy what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Also, thank you too, Alex.
Oh,
But you're welcome.
for sure.
We're
Yeah.
sitting up here in our shades, just looking ridiculous. Like, we're appreciative.
My head's a little buzzy right now because we'll catch a hint after we go on a break and tell them what the
We're
smoke
clearly
out.
feeling ourselves for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Like it's week 2 of the
Yeah. You
off
didn't even
season.
comment on how I dressed today. You didn't say anything about how I dressed.
I did before the pod.
Yeah, but here's the deal. I wanted you to say it on the pod.
You look good.
Thank you.
I'm a big fan of the Lululemon button.
It's not
the
a
button down,
Lululemon.
button up.
Still not.
That's Lululemon.
You literally asked
I
me.
have that. I have that shirt. Tags off. Tags removed.
Yeah.
Lulu has those. Hey,
And now you'll never know.
hey, Lulu has those long tags too, to where you know it's Lulu.
Okay, so it's not Lulu.
I like
This is not Lululemon.
I like-
Here's what I thought. Here's what I wanted to do. So I haven't seen Will in a while, and I want to look cute for him today. That's what I thought.
You look good. I'm always a fan of what color glasses are those?
These
I
aren't
don't
blue
want to butcher
blockers.
it.
These aren't blue blockers.
No, I know, but what's the shade?
I don't know. These are my cocaine dealer glasses.
Yeah, cocaine deal. I was gonna say cocaine shade, but I
Yeah.
don't know if that's really
No,
a shade.
those. I think that's the color.
I love the hat. I always love the retro.
I don't even. You don't have
vintage
to go
looking
through
hats.
everything, but thank you.
Well,
I just
if-
want to, I just
if
want
you
to say I
put
look
if you
nice.
put time in, I want to be detailed
Oh,
about
I
what I
did.
tell
Keep-
you.
okay,
I don't want
fine,
to
keep
just say
going.
you look good. I like the tight jeans. I like the little slit in it. I like
Yeah.
the little. You got the little rebellious.
I like
look
your
going
little
on.
slit. Thank you.
You got the watch to go with it. The dark little watch. What kind of shoes you got going?
Vans.
Just some Vans. I love that, and they match the shirt.
Thank you.
So that shows that you put some time into it.
Wow.
And then what do you got under? What do you got under the button?
Oh, I was feeling pretty folly. So I put a
Spooktober with the boys. Dude. That's the OG
That's
shirt
an
too.
OG shirt. Yes, it is an OG shirt.
And you see,
love
I
it.
got. Oh my fucking god! Do you see my shirt?
Yeah, that was when I said, fuck you, Alex.
This lightning crew neck is also fire. You can go buy both of these products.
You can
at
buy
our
this one
store.
still?
I don't know.
Man, this one's kind of killer though. It's got the boys in the bus in the back.
Hey, my ashtray shirt. Look at this.
No, I've seen it the whole time. I've been watching it. I've been actually
not
looking
know.
at you this entire podcast. Usually I look this way, but I
As
thought
sweet as I thought I was looking this entire pod,
no.
I see that I'm now going to be the butt of the joke.
Yeah, except for the Ravens fans who are still hating,
Yeah.
who are just sick right now.